All right. Let's do one more with forces, and let's take a look at Newton's first law in 2 dimensions. So let's go back to the in space. There's no friction. Let's kind of keep it simple. So we're going to go ahead and start with there is 0 net force. We have 0 acceleration, but the velocity is going in a positive direction. So the ball is already moving, okay? And when you think of this kind of a question, it's almost like somebody over here pushed the ball or made the ball move, whatever. We don't care about that because we turned on our camera. There are no forces. We only see the ball moving. There's no friction. There's nothing else going on. That's all we see. Doesn't mean that a long time ago there might have been a force or something like that, but we can't observe it, so we don't know. We just know we see it moving. It has a positive velocity. Okay, so it's moving that way. Now we're going to come along and we're actually going to kick it from underneath. Okay, so if I kick from underneath, it's traveling this way, but the push is this way. Okay, so the force net is actually positive, but it's in the y-axis, which means the acceleration will be positive in the y-axis, going up and down, not left and right. It's going to accelerate going up, okay? But the velocity, have I changed the velocity going left and right? Have I done anything to change this? I have not. So in the x, it is still going to be positive. But in the y-axis, I'm also going to have a positive. So I'm going to have a Vx and I'm going to have a Vy. But guess what's going to happen? When I do that, the soccer ball is going to be moving this way and moving this way at the same time. But what is my camera going to see? My camera is going to see, this triangle here. It's going to see, actually not the triangle, it's going to see the ball moving like that at an angle. So the ball is moving like this, I kick it, and now it goes at an angle. Because I didn't change its forward motion, I just added an upward motion, okay? So now here, I no longer have a force applied. There is 0 net force, 0 acceleration, but I have a Vx and I have a Vy, and they're both positive in those directions. Okay, so direction is everything. X and Y, we usually do not mix, okay, because they actually have different things happening, especially on the Earth with gravity. Gravity does not affect things the same as moving in the X direction as it does in the Y direction. So we're not really going there for this course, but in some other courses we will. But keep that in mind. An object in motion will stay in motion unless acted on by an outside force. Well, this force changed its motion because it changed its direction, so it did accelerate, okay? But it didn't stop or change the X direction, okay? So I've got my soccer ball, I kick it up, and now it's going at an angle, okay? Pretty simple, but not so simple. All right, that concludes this video. And the next video, we're going to actually talk about inertia and mass because there was some confusion on that.